So we have a little musical interlude till everyone gets here. So we're gonna do this. Oh, hold on. Yeah, wasn't ready, but I will be in a minute. I don't know if anybody's coming, but this is probably gonna get a copy strike on it. So I'm just waiting a minute. We're gonna get a copyright on this guy. We're probably gonna get a copyright on this guy. Fixing myself. Oh, you're moving. Don't move. Yeah, I don't have the little thing. I'm trying. I'm going. We're going. And we're gonna have a little musical interlude for the beginning. Let me turn this up. We'll play a little music from the last week. Let's start off with this one. Hope everybody's heard it.
They burning the country down with their progressiveness. It started with changing what gender is, then graduated to your racist. If you think that your life matters and your skin don't have melanin, they don't want peace.
My song.
They want men to pretend that they're feminine. They don't want an election. They got so offended by freedom that they just try killing the president. I used to think that the war was misguided, but now I can see that they're evil. Twitter is angry that Trump isn't dead. You know who got shot?
Innocent people.
Thought y'all were tolerant. Thought we were equals. I thought you valued how everyone feels. Then why are y'all celebrating an attempted assassination like you're part of the people? Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't right. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying, bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane, bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. But to lock them up in a cage. Now you try to kill what you hate, bitch, you missed. Told us trust the science, but it never made sense to me. Why would we put all our trust in the enemy? Millions of people are hooked on amphetamines. They're making billions on untested remedies. Borders are open to people with felonies. Biden can't stop them. He don't have the energy. Y'all want to kill the man trying to fight for a better tomorrow by making him Kennedy? I tried to give y'all a chance. Like maybe the left isn't nuts. I was wrong. Because y'all are exactly as crazy as every conservative person I know said you were all along. When a protest, go hard. When a burn sites go off. But y'all are so triggered that you're pulling triggers at presidents. Y'all the terrorists when you're armed. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't right. Welcome to the home of the brave. Freedom ain't afraid of violence. You wish you was dying, bitch, you missed. Thank God the left can't aim. Why can't we just shoot straight? Y'all are going insane, bitch, you missed. There's no one else you can blame. But to lock them up in a cage. Now you trying to kill what you hate, bitch, you missed.
This one came out 2 days ago. It's on my playlist. And this is my jam. Where are you, buddy? Where is it? Hold on. How's everybody doing tonight? Been an exciting week. Anything new happen? I'm looking for my stupid song. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Oh, there's a funny thing where they do a Braveheart parody with Trump as Mel Gibson on the horse. Oh, you gotta find that. It's on the playlist. I've been saying it's a really, really, really funny song. Hey. Hey, where's my song? Hold on. I'm looking for it. Oh, this is my jam. This is called American Flags.
Welcome back, folks,
Same
to
guy.
another reaction video by Donald
Oh,
Trump.
no. That's
This
not
time
it.
we're looking at another Tom McDonald song.
How's everybody doing? Let's go back and say hi for a minute. Well, I lost my song. I had everything all ready. Hello, Teresa. Hey, Brightside. Hey, Vinny. Hey, Charlotte. I can't read. Puddin'? Puddin'. Okay. What? Yeah. Bye-bye. Now, I'm going to go back a minute. Where is he? This isn't the one I want. Where did the song go to? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. There it is. It's called American Flags. This is a good one. Yeah, look at this poor sucker. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag. I love this one. You gotta watch this video. I'm gonna get yelled out for this crap. I don't care. I'm tired. I gotta give a damn. Anybody who's offended can get it. We throwing hands. Anybody not trying to make America great again. You a pawn, you a clown. Better know where I stand. I'm a white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a what. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My patriots the craziest. They ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip. The same mistake and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them. There's these dazzles. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms. Fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave till the grave. United States. We love the country that they've been corrupting. Go woke and go broker if you ain't awake. My people love this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you gonna see is American flag. Okay, I'll spare you the rest. It's a long one. This is a really long video. But if you haven't seen Tom MacDonald's last two songs, you gotta watch them. Good dude. We're gonna have to find light soon. Everything's good. We're sweating to death. We got the fan going. I picked 8 o'clock because, I can't turn the fan on until 8 o'clock. We are hot. We are sweating to death. Holy moly. It is hot. I had to, 2 days ago, yesterday. Yesterday, I think, was the first day I did it. I had to cut the solar panel off the roof and I throw it out. Out the back window. We need light on. I forgot to get them out of the dashboard. I'll get them in a minute. But I run the wires in through the back hatch, put the car under the tree, and then run the wire in and put the other one up on the back of that. When the hatch goes up, I put the small one on top of the glass window. Oh, it's been a rough couple of weeks. And we got another rough week coming. The reason why I'm doing a live stream tonight is because I said I was coming back on August 5th. We have back-to-back hurricanes coming our way again. Only instead of one from each side, they're coming together like this, 3 days apart. It's either going to ride the coast of Florida and then enter somewhere between Jacksonville, Georgia, and Virginia. They're not sure. It depends on this heat ball of air that's pushing them this way. So that'll be the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, okay, for the first hurricane number 1. Hurricane number 2 is coming the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. We only have like 3-4 days in between the two storms, and they're riding the same way. If they make landfall, they're coming here, right here, just like Ian did. It's taking Ian's path. So I said, let me do this now. I got a lot of sun today, thank God. I got almost everybody's at 90% today, and I got the phone charged, so I said, let's do this. Plus, it's been a hell of a week. Holy crap. How many people's jaws dropped about 2 days ago? Oh, Lord have mercy. We in trouble. We in trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. 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 But we got good news today. Cruella quit. And I'll tell you right now, Clinton, when he was in office, used to come every 30 days. Once a month for like Friday to Sunday. He would come for a weekend, once a month. We had a special hotel built in our town just for him with a helicopter roof so he could land his helicopter on the roof of the hotel. I'm sure he paid for it himself, but that man would come once a month and hang out because he had a lot of friends in the town. He was trying to smooth also a lot of the New Jersey guys. And yeah, let me tell you something. I hated that man by the 6th month he was in office. The crap we have to go through for a president to come in, whether he's old or new or current, whatever you want to say, it's been mad. It was madness. It was just crazy madness. I was ripping my hair out watching that rally. Like, where is everybody? It's the first thing I noticed. There was nobody there. Nobody where they was supposed to be. I've been watching that go on since I'm 10 years old. President after president since 1976 coming to our town. Dookie, come here. There he goes. That was the biggest screw up in the history of anything I've ever seen in my life. And to find out yesterday that 60 minutes went by and they couldn't find the guy and they let him walk out anyway? Are you kidding me? Knowing he had a gun and you lose this kid in a crowd of 100,000 people. Now you can't find him and you let the guy walk out on stage? I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I've been crying for days. I can't believe they did that. It was just live on TV. You know, that was worse than anything I've ever seen. Worse than anything I've ever seen. With his family in the tent, because they all came with him. They were all there. You know, that was nuts. And the first time his son comes to a rally, Barron's never been to a rally before. He was sitting backstage. Does everybody know that? That poor kid. Jesus, what that... I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Disgusted. Hey, what's happening? Rare Breeds. There you are. Hey, Garcia. Hey, KM. What's happening? Just wanted to come on. That's a little, the alarm's a little bit late, isn't it? But I was watching all those hearings today. Every one of those people there who were guarding the property should have resigned or been fired that night. That night, because that's how it goes. This doesn't happen. People are fired immediately within 10 minutes. The only people who actually did their job were those dudes that jumped them on the stage. They were there in 2 seconds. They were phenomenal. They were the only people who did their job right. Just a bunch of animals. But we'll see what happens soon, right? We got, what, 90 days left? This to go. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. But I did see yesterday, and they were at the RNC convention, 5,000 bikers, like 40 biker clubs across the country got together, and they showed up at the RNC convention and stood outside because of the protesters out there. And they're just going to follow him around on their own from rally to rally now until the election day. And they're going to protect him from outside on their own. And those are some pretty nice guys. Those are pretty good guys. Pretty good guys. They're going to risk their lives to get involved in this stuff, you know. So I thought that was a nice thing. I saw a couple of videos of them all. They said they were going to do it, but I didn't see anybody on the news, you know. And then they put up, I guess, their own videos, and people were taking videos from the crowd of them all lined up. They were everywhere, surrounding that whole place outside. So, will you stop? Look at him. Look at him. Look at you. Look, live on YouTube, being bad. Go ahead. Go ahead, being bad, chewing on the fingers. Chewing on the fingers. Chewing on the fingers. Yeah. Well, I had about 3 or 4 people lined up trying to get Dookie out of the heat. He's still here. Everybody took my phone number. They're gonna call. They're gonna call. They're gonna call. They're gonna call. They never showed up. They never called. Nothing. I took another couple of days off because I've been trying to find a place, and someone's been helping me that I met, and nothing's working out. There's no help. There's just way too many people here. Too many. We have almost 17 million people living in Central Florida right now, and we are just overloaded. It's unbelievable. The traffic. It's just bad. Very bad down here. What? So they gave me an address of a place to go, and I thought I knew where it was, and I did. And remember that transitional housing they offered me for 6 months, right? 6 months, and where they toss you like a jail cell once a week. Now I know why. When I went to the place that was supposed to help me, it was directly across the street from transitional housing. Well, I got to see up close and personal at, 9 o'clock in the morning, the people who live in transitional housing who walked across the street to get their free food in the morning. They were passed out with heroin needles in their arms on the sidewalk. There were tents set up on the sidewalk because it's a safe haven. It's daily bread. So they let them sleep on the street outside that place. But Daily Bread has a 10-foot wrought iron fence around the entire place, so high that you couldn't see the building. I didn't know that's what that was across the street from them. No way, no how, no nothing. She wanted me to come inside to see if there's anything she could do for me. And I was like, you want me to get out of my car, walk over a bunch of drug addicts with a walker so they could write their license plate number down and get a good look at the car and then come find me later? I said, have you lost your mind? I told her on the phone, I said, I ain't getting out of the car and I ain't parking my car outside here. I said, by the time I get out and come back, the car will be gone, or that night I'm going to get robbed. So I couldn't even go into the place for help because the people outside were so bad. And no, not being paranoid. Richard came to pick me up when I first signed up for food stamps a long time ago when I had to quit working. They gave me the full package. He dropped me off, and this is at a government office. On the way out, I so aggravated this woman why I was there, and I was wearing crappy clothes. I don't walk into welfare offices, wearing, Donna Karen and $200 leather loafers, I walk in wearing, cheap sneakers and my jeans, I had a make-believe shearling coat on, but it looked like it. It didn't look like a real one. You could tell it was fake. While I'm walking up the hill, limping, holding on to the railing, because it's like a big ramp coming out of the government office in and out to the side, and the basement is where you go for welfare stuff. A woman grabbed me. Richard's pulling in, coming down the hill. He's like 10 feet away from me. This girl pushes me from behind. I fall into the brick wall. She spins me around, grabs me out of coat, and slams me up against the brick wall and bashed my head into the wall. That was in Jersey. I got surrounded at another place because they picked me off as a cop. I don't think so. I think someone inside heard me speaking with the woman, overheard, and told everybody else, and they surrounded me, and they had to come and save me. I never went back there again. Last summer, I went to a church to go get food. There was a woman. She was coming down. She was high as a kite. She thought I was a prostitute. Meanwhile, I'm wearing a Tinker Air Force Base t-shirt a crappy pair of things because I'm in a homeless shelter. I ain't wearing no earrings, no jewelry, no nothing, looking like a bum. She shoves me, pulls a knife out, and tries to stab me. They have no security at these places, no security guards. Everybody in there is like 90 years old, handing out food. They have no one. In the back was the football team for the high school. Those boys came running out, grabbed her, threw her down to the ground. It was freaking insane. It was insane. And that's a really, really good place. That's the one that gives you free clothes, all kinds of stuff. They serve breakfast every day, and it's normally a great place. I've been going there for a year. A year. This woman's been thrown out like 10 times. Why they allow her to come? I don't know. They all got backpacks. They got all their gear with them. So they got knives. They got guns. They got all kinds of crap on them, and they still let them in. So if you're going to a food pantry, don't think you're safe in there, people. Please be on your toes. Be on your toes. And if you see what I saw, you don't get out of the car. You do not get out of the car. That was some nasty ass crowd I saw the other day. And I got really depressed. It's like the more, the more you're trying to go get help, the more you realize there isn't any help, and it just depressed me all over again. You know what I mean? Especially in this heat. It's freaking hopeless. And the park is so full, it's pathetic. There's hundreds of cars in the park. Hundreds and hundreds of cars in the park. We have 1,000 people a week coming to Florida and never leaving. I don't know why everyone is coming here. I really don't. We got shit. We got nothing. The food banks are going dry. We're having a problem keeping up with the demand in the stores. Forget it. We're not getting deliveries. We have so many people, we can't keep food in stock. You can't keep ice in stock. We can't keep nothing. The shelves are like half empty for weeks in the dollar store, and Dollar General has big holes for like a month. It's like, I don't even know when their deliveries are showing up anymore. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's been quite nasty. That's why I was saying, the last thing I want to do is cut that panel off the roof and start laying my shit out in the park. That's why I told everybody, don't do that anymore. Don't do it. I don't care what state you're living in. Don't be throwing your stuff out and like your van life. No. Let me grab my light because I know you can barely see me. Hold on. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can get these guys going. Let me try the other one. Hold on. I forgot to get it. Give me a minute. I was unprepared. I'm sorry. My little tiki torch from the dollar store. I never found another one. I lost this guy. He fell out the window. 2 weeks later, I came back where I'm parked right now. It was sitting in the middle of a parking space for 2 weeks. No one picked it up. The guy's cutting the lawn, never moved it, and it's still working. I love this guy. Let's get some light on. And it's finally cooling off. Ah, that feels good. Yeah, because we got a lot of people that don't belong here. I'll tell you that right now. Holy moly. We had a group from Haiti came up from Miami. They showed up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. There was like 1,500 of them. 2 or 3 airplanes landed in Miami, and somehow they made it all the way right here. So some woman sends them to the Catholic Church to go look for help. They were in Walmart, getting their Walmart cards, cashing in and getting their money. I haven't seen them, and I'm pretty sure they're gone because all hell was breaking loose. We had cops all over the place searching for those people, trying to run them out of town. When they find them, they chase them out. That's why they passed that law about sleeping on the street. And it's been pretty quiet since he signed that into law. So that's why that the woman cop came up to me that night, wanting to find out what was going on. So she must have politely given me, what do they call it? Professional courtesy, and filled the other guys in, because nobody's bothering me. None of the other cops are bothering me. Not like down by the bridge down there in, where was that? Martin County. You just gotta watch your counties. Trying to think of what else. I was trying to let everybody know, because I know the summer's here and you're all traveling, and remember, you're not safe in Cracker Barrels. Remember, I got surrounded 3 in the morning, 5 guys. Okay, you pulling Cracker Barrel, it's because you're going to sleep. Don't open your door. Someone knocks on it, don't even open it, because it's not going to be the police in the Cracker Barrel. So if someone's banging on your window in the middle of the night, call 911 because it ain't the cops, okay? Cops will never throw you out. But yeah, it's just, it's madness. It's madness. They started to try to steal stuff here. That didn't go. They are arresting everybody who's stealing anything here. Walmart's not putting up with that. Not here. So if you steal something, you go to jail. Doesn't matter what he said. He doesn't care if it's a stick of gum or a car. Everyone's going to prison. Oh man. But I'm so angry. They had a rally up in Ocala. It's like an hour and a half away. I found out about it the next day, because they weren't, for some reason, putting that out there. Let me shut my window. It's getting dark. It looks like it's gonna rain, and then it hasn't. That's the problem. We haven't gotten like a lot of rain. It gets cloudy, all the black clouds come, but it just never rains, so it hasn't been cooling off. When I woke up this morning, it was 91 degrees and 89% humidity. I couldn't breathe. I went to walk around the back of the car after I put the solar panels out, and by the time I got from the back of the minivan to the hood, I just fell over on the hood. I couldn't breathe. I just couldn't breathe. It was like someone turned off the air. So it took a minute. Then I walked around to the side door, and I just threw myself in, and then got up on the bed and laid down. I did my... Hey, where's my thing? My inhalers. I've been using these every 4 hours now. It worked a lot better, and I'm gonna go get the Primatene Mist Rare Breeds. I'll grab one tomorrow. And Walgreens is no longer selling canned oxygen anymore for the joggers and the athletes. They took that away. So I don't know what was wrong with it, but they don't sell it anymore. I wish they did. I keep getting the hiccups because it's still too hot. Yeah, I turned that off. That was too soon. I know the fan's a little loud. I got it on low, right? Yeah. There's the fan. I got the Dookie Howser over here. Where is he? There you are. What are you doing? Psst, psst. Yoo-hoo. He's got his piggy ears. His piggy ears. A bit cranky. The growling. Mommy buys it for you. I don't take it away. But I don't know if it's the heat. He's not been real hungry lately. And I made the monumental mistake Yeah, I can't even say the word out loud. Burger King. Burger King. I gave him a little bit, and it's like he's holding out for more. There ain't no more Burger King, bro. No. So I went and I got, like pulled chicken from Walmart. They take the roasted chickens the next day, rip them apart, and then put them in a box so you can make tacos and stuff. So I got that, and it's all white meat too. It's like $9. So I got enough chicken for a couple of days. I got some roast beef and some cheese. And he's liking the cheese, but you can't eat cheese all day. You're never gonna poop. So he's being a stubborn teenager. I want to choke the life out of this little doggy some days. Right? Some days, mommy just wants to take you and choke. Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's been hot. Very, very hot. Let's see, what else is new? Not much. Gas went down a lot. We're back down to... They're trying to make friends again. See, everything they do something really bad, we make up for it when the gas drops down here. I got gas for $3.27 today. That was nice. What the hell is that? Oh, God. These freaking bug season. Yeah, I know. We switched off. You got the rain. We got nothing now. We got a little, like 10-minute rain shower, and that's it. Okay. I'll try that. I went to Culver's, and they do like the fresh fish. It's a little expensive, but it's real food. You know, they make it while you're waiting. So it's like codfish. So he liked that, but it's like he'll eat something for like a week and then he never wants it again. I don't know. Hey, Garcia. Yeah, I know. How you guys doing? You got electricity down there yet? Or over there, excuse me. I feel sorry for you guys and your electricity there. We're almost as bad as you are. Only thing is that we buried most of our power lines here, which is good. This is where I am. And after Hurricane Sandy, and 9/11, after 9/11, we did a lot of burying of electrical lines in my town. And down here, when we got here, all of the internet spectrum cable companies, all those lines went underground through our trailer park. They laid new electrical lines. So the trailer park was good. We hardly ever lost electricity because we're on the same grid, being right across from the Air Force Base over there. So this kind of grid section normally doesn't lose it. Oh, good, because there's still people got no electric over there, right? Like almost, what? A couple of days ago, it was still like 1 million people. Texas needs some serious electrical fixing over there. I feel sorry for you. It's like us in New Jersey. They don't fix nothing and expect you to do without electricity. When we had that blackout for, 3 weeks? I wanted to shoot myself. God, it was awful. It's different having no electricity in the city than it is being somewhere where you can be outside all day, you know what I mean? I feel sorry for everybody in the cities that loses electric. That was terrible. Yeah, 4 days is a long time to go without electric. Especially without the batteries and stuff, you know? That was nasty stuff. I almost thought if the gas wasn't so expensive, see, a lot of people got the little generators, you know, small ones, and they're so quiet. Some of them don't make any noise at all. There's a guy in a van that's directly across from me, like every single day. He's got his outside on a metal folding chair outside his van, he's got to be running fans and stuff or charging things, you know, up all day or something. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, it's nuts. Without that fan, I'd be dying. And I gotta get new ones of these guys. They're still charging, but for some reason, it's almost like the air is blowing backwards. So there's probably so much sand, and these don't open. I dropped one and the cover came off, but it doesn't go back on. So you can't even like clean them out on the inside. But every once in a while, with the breeze blowing through the car, I don't know what it is. All of a sudden, it's like there's no air. It's running, but no air is coming out. So I turned around and said, was it blowing backwards? I don't know what's happening with these. So I think next week I'm going to grab 2 new ones. So I try to use these during the day and the big kahuna at night, so we get a nice night's sleep. So I changed it around and did that, because each one of us, Duke sleeps with me anyway. It's so hot, I just, like, get off. But he won't, so I put 2 of these on us, and then I changed it up and saved the big one for at night, because that big one, it just blows the hot air around the car. It makes it worse. It's easier to use these little ones because it's concentrated. That's just sucking all the hot air. It was making it worse. Ugh. So I hope everybody makes it through there. But yeah, but we got a hell of a week coming. So at least this time it's coming when I get my check. And after these guys go by, we should be good until almost the 20th of September. September and October and November are gonna be the bigger months for the hurricanes. They just gave us notice today. Yeah, and if we get away with this and they just fizzle out or blow out to sea, pray to God they do, because I don't know how big those 2 are gonna get. And God forbid that one slows down, the other one catches up, and they crash into each other, make one big one. Or just, you know, riding one after the other within 24 hours. That's too much. Oh, all the bugs are here. I don't know if you can hear them. You're going to be hearing the race, and NASCAR is going to start any minute. First, it's funny. First, the motorcycles go through. And about 5 minutes later, after they get all the way down, they go about 1.5 miles down the road, and you can hear them stop at the gas. They can know where they're going, right to a gas station to pull over. Then they're calling their buddies in the car. Next thing you know, 2 cars come drag racing down the road here. I put out on the post, our U.S. Highway 1 is the most dangerous highway, deadliest in America, like 4 years in a row now. Thanks, DeSantis. 32 million people here. Now 500 people a year are dying because he opened his big, stupid mouth. I'm glad he's happy. We got 500,000 homeless. And drag racing. And it's all drag racing. It's not drunk driving. It's not the tourists. It's a lot of drag racing and a lot of speeding. A lot of speeding. But 500 people a year now are dying and it's right here. It's in Central Florida where we got the 17 million people who just moved in. I don't know. I don't want this thing. Are you finally gonna chew on it? Are you gonna chew on it? I got him the pig ear. It feels like plastic. He's been chewing on it. He kind of doesn't even know what to do with this thing. I've been sitting here for about a week. It was $1. Not bad. Ow, that's my finger. Don't start. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's your corner. You got a soft. There you go. And he wants nothing to do with the dog treats either. He's just outright refusing any dog food whatsoever. We're sweating, Jordan. We're sweating. We're sweating. We got a lot of, wow, a lot of helicopters. 2 big army helicopters going that way. There they go. We've had a lot of activity lately. I don't know where they'd be going. We lost track of the nuclear subs over here. That's our new neighbors, the Ruskies, and the nuclear subs. Jesus. Celebrating right here. We're staying right here for Christmas. What? What? And where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Like all the other states, a lot of places are overloaded too. And it's scary because you don't know where to go, you know? I saw those 2 people got killed in the rest stop, a husband and wife, by a 20-year-old kid. He didn't even rob them. He just killed them. I don't even know what happened to them. We're staying in Florida for Christmas. I have no idea. I got 90. Maybe 90. I don't know, 150 maybe. Maybe 150. He's such a little baby. And he's still such a puppy. He's still such a puppy. I'm gonna introduce him to that dog. Anybody see the dog Nicky on the shorts? Where the guy goes coochie coochie coo to his white chihuahua. And she tries to rip his head off. Could you imagine Duke and Nicky having babies? That'd be some nasty little puppies, bro. That'd be, I keep losing my voice. That'd be some crazy little dogs. Why do you gotta do this when we're on TV? Why do you gotta pull this when you're on TV? This is the night. I want the fingers, Mommy. Finger, ow! Hey, don't get nuts, Baby Yoda. He starts to look like, what is that, Lilo and Stitch? Right? Look at this little face. Look at those teeth. What are you gonna be mean? Be mean, bro. You're being mean. Yeah. You're being bad, dude. I gotta find those gloves. Eventually I'll break down and get the gloves. I'm doing pretty good. We're trying to stay out of the heat with our fans. And it didn't rain, so I figured let me do the live stream real quick while we got some extra electric. It didn't rain, and I got in just under the wire too. We had to get up at 5:30 this morning to be at Walmart at 6 because it's already 90 degrees at 6 in the morning. And it's like, when am I gonna run into the store? It's 90 now. Even now, they could call, you know, if they see him in the car. But at night, most people don't really do that because they know you're running in and out. But I can't go shopping. Okay, have a good night, Jordan. Come back again soon. We'll be back to normal, up and running in another week. What? What? He snorts like a bull. He snorts like a bull. Hey, no. Don't get nuts. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Look it. There you are. You're right there. Look at you. We'll see you later. But, yeah. It's been a mess. It's been a mess, right? It's been a mess. We're halfway through it. We got 8 more weeks to go. Can we do it? It's like Survivor Island. It's like that TV show Survivor down here. It's like a scavenger hunt going from store to store. I feel like we're back in COVID a little bit. He does. He's got really good teeth, right? He's such a health. I was worried. Oh, Ooh, did you see my post the other day? I was listening to the, ow! Stop that! Bite your ear. Bite your ear. I was listening on the radio. They were doing the cop report. Somebody in a town not too far away, I can't say the name of it, but it may be where Dookie came from. A neighbor turned in these people across the street from them 580 counts of doggy animal endangerment. 600 counts of dog endangerment. Puppy mill. Can you say puppy mill? Yep. Yep. I was, ow! Crossing my fingers, they rescued Duke's mommy. I was really hoping it was those people. Duke's mom just had another litter. She has one every 90 days. Every 90 days she's pregnant and giving birth. Hello, Street Life. Welcome to the channel. Yes, we have a crazy chihuahua. Ow, all right. Go back to the bone. Where's your thing? Where's your bunny? There's your bunny. Bite your bunny. No, no. Ow, stop it. Now, once the sun goes down at night, he goes right to sleep and he stops doing this. He only does this from like sunrise to sunset. Okay, good night, Jordan. Yeah, they in big trouble. They're in big trouble. That's all you see down here is all these signs. Labradoodle puppies, this puppies, Yorkie poo-poo puppies. What's a Yorkie poo-poo puppy? The hell is that? But yeah, poor Duke's mama. Poor Duke's mama. Hey! You want your stuff? You don't get your good stuff later. The only thing he likes is the pepperoni. He won't eat none of his little tray is still full. Over there. His little tray is still full over there. I'm trying all kinds of different things. I think he just gets, I don't know. That was a treat. That's not a daily meal, brother. So then I started getting just the hamburger meat. I said, all right, you like hamburger? And that was good for like a week and a half. I fry up a pound of hamburger meat, put it in the cooler, pull out a little handful, heat it up in the frying pan. And he loves it. No salt, no pepper, no nothing. Just plain lean, 80% lean hamburger meat. Boondocking is hot. But the campgrounds have like quadrupled their prices. Will you stop it? Hey. And I've been seeing also a lot of people are getting into horrible arguments in the trailer park. There was like 4 videos in a row I got today about people who had kids, people walking up and just screaming and cursing and yelling, go home, get out of my state. They're in a trailer park, a state park, yelling at people from other states to get the hell out of their park because they live there full time. Everybody's having the same issue we're having here. Yeah. Ow, all right. Night. It's night time. He's just raring to go today. You're just raring to go today. Aren't you? Aren't you? What are you doing? No, we're not biting and we're not playing. Play with your stuff. Look at your bed is a mess. Your bed is a mess. We cleaned all day yesterday. It took 5 minutes to destroy everything. Where are you going? I know. It's playtime. He said, if you hold that and then you're not looking, I'm going to bite all the way around the other side and bite your finger by accident. But boondocking, it's not bad. Be boondocking over there. It's the campground is nice because you don't got to move. You know what I mean? But there's a lot going on in these in these campgrounds. I couldn't believe how many people are getting into arguments in the trailer parks. I mean, the campgrounds and the state parks, and everybody's just snapping in the heat. And it's all over. It's all different states, too. It's not anybody from here. Will you stop that? The only problem is he's starting to rebel against getting his nails clipped. Hey! Hey! Calm down. Yes, I love you too. Then I get a kiss. Then I get a nip. Kisses and nips. Kisses and nips. Kisses and nips, right? A little snap ahead. But, oh, get down. So, I've been rearranging and moving stuff around and dumped out the no more storage unit. We got what we got, and that's it. I took all the stuff out that I wanted the last couple of weeks, especially since I realized I'm not going to be doing the campground thing for a while. Maybe in the winter for the heat. You know, I get a little electric heater and do that on a couple of really cold nights like we had. You know, the buddy heater, that wasn't good to be using that in here. I left it at the storage unit. It was too much. You gotta leave the windows open, and it defeats the whole purpose, and the stupid thing only lasts for 4 hours. That's it. 4 hours. So it's not worth it. If it gets that cold again, I'll just grab a site, make a reservation and grab a site for a day or two and get one of those little cheap $10 plug-in heaters. Right? We'll get a heater. I have my electric blanket. I never take that out of the car, so we'd be good to go, right? Good to go. Good to go. So we are truly minimalists. True minimalist. I have what I have, and that's it. No more unit. What else did we do? Still trying to work on the phone thing. Nothing is covered. They lie to you about that stupid insurance so bad. I've totally had it with AT&T. I'm just tired of them. But I get good service, so likely. Did anybody have any trouble last week when all that crap went out? We had no working Mac machines. Nothing was going right. Nobody could get any money because you couldn't even go into the bank to get the money. People were going into the bank. They couldn't get the money out. They don't know how to withdraw money without it being on the computer. That's insane. That's crazy. You should be able to make a withdrawal on paper somehow. Most of the Mac machines were out of money because everybody went nuts and raided the Mac machines. If you could find the one that was working. That was the other thing. Most of the Mac machines, you couldn't use your cards. Very nice ladies sent me, hey, the gift cards. I went to use it and I couldn't use it. And I was like, well, that was the day it happened. I didn't know. So I woke up and everything's working fine now. I wanted to make sure I let you know everything was fine. I tested them today. Everything is back to normal, mostly. Some Mac machines aren't working. Some banks are having issues. But it's kind of here and there. Every once in a while, this buffers for a couple of hours. So I listen to the radio until it goes back to normal again. But hope no one had any major issues with that. But that was something else, huh? Now you know I do what I do. I learned my lesson after like almost a month-long blackout in New York. Gotta keep money in the house. Gotta keep it in the house, right? Gotta keep it in the house. Will you stop? Why are you just on a mission? Because I didn't give you anything. You want pepperoni? This is the only thing he likes. That's the only thing he likes is pepperoni. And then we usually throw it. Right? It becomes a throwing stick. Oh, now we don't want it. It's not a finger. Look, I'll put it on my finger. Let's pretend it's my finger. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And then the one place where I go to get ice, they bring it out to me. I give the guy I pull up, I give the guy the money. He goes in, he grabs the bag of ice, and he always comes out with one of these. And he even got, where'd you get them? Oh, when I went to the bank, right? You got cookies at the drive-thru at the bank. Then we went to Walgreens to pick up my inhalers, and they gave him three little bones like that. So now every time I pull up to a window, he's freaking out, trying to jump out the window, waiting to see what they give him now. Yeah, they learn, right? I was like, no, this is the bank. We get money here, not foodies. And she's like, no, we got foodies in here. Hold on. And she comes out, she throws a bunch of bones in the drawer and shoves them out to me. I was like, you're teaching him bad things. Every time we pull up, he thinks it's either some kind of food coming out. Oh, God. I was like, I wish they were handing me food out. Can I get food at the bank? Send me out a sandwich. All right, send me out a sandwich. So I tried sandwich meats, you know. Low salt, no salt, you know, not garbage, right out of the deli, homemade. I like Walmart because they roast their own roast beef. They make their own chicken. You know, they cook everything right there. So I was getting some of that. Now he's off the roast beef. He's still on the chicken, right? You like the chicken. You like your chicken. You like your chicken. It's yucky already. Slimy dog bones. The slimy dog bones. There we go. And you can't see me. And you can't see him. There we go. We're kind of in the dark here. That's better. But yeah, now we get to listen to the cicada bugs. And they were supposed to come here. Supposed to be all going, attacking the north. They're supposed to be attacking New Jersey. Right? I'm gonna hit you with this. I beat you with a salami stick. Pepperoni. Ew. Take it. I broke it. And then I give him the ice to play with all day long. And I pulled up, fixing his bed this morning, and I lifted his blanket up. 500 pieces of this. Whole bunch of pieces. There was like chicken, there was some hamburger meat under there. I gotta shake his bed out every day. He's hiding food like crazy. It's gotta be a Chihuahua thing. Right? We don't starve you out. We don't starve you out. You eat all day long. Give him little treat, you know, we snack all day long. Instead of making him wait all day for the food. Yeah, you get snackies. You get the snackies. He's such a good guy. But, yeah, let's see, what else? Not too much going on. Besides all that, how's everybody else been doing? Anything new? Nothing new going on? Nothing new going on? Nothing new going on? Dealing with a crazy dog. Dealing with the crazy dogs. Don't hide it. I don't want that. And he comes over and just drops it on me. Are you? Where are you boondocking? How hot is it there? We're running out of room to boondock in Florida. It's filling up fast. Although I heard of a nice place, I saw a video. It's a year old. I'm sure that place is bombarded by now. Everybody gave away all the best free places. That's why I know I'm being mean. I was gonna go to the free place. Oh, I love New Hampshire. I love it up there. I drove through all those states. I used to live in upstate New York in the Adirondacks. I miss the woods. That's why I like my park with all the pine trees. Although every park in Florida looks exactly the same. You've seen one, you've seen them all. I wish. Oh. That's why I got deflated when I found out about the liver. You know, I've been having a lot of issues. That was the other thing too. I've been in my cycle of my 90 days thing where I just get very sick every 3 months for a couple of weeks. And I was in a lot of pain. It's been bad. It's been real bad. And it's just starting to slow down yesterday. Today's the first day I actually felt good. You know, I ran around trying to get everything done this morning, and it wasn't so bad until the humidity kicked in, which was bad. It's like, on the one day I feel really, really good. And I opened that door and I came out of Walmart. It wasn't so bad while I was outside. When I went in for 20 minutes in the Walmart, it was freezing. It was like a meat locker in this one Walmart. It's a tiny one. And you practically got to wear a coat in there. I swear to God, the people are walking around in jackets in the back rooms. And when I came out of that super cold air into 100% humidity, it leveled me. And about 2 years ago, the doctor had told me that once I reach a certain point, it's itching everywhere, sticky and itchy, that one day with the lungs, that the medicine will completely stop working after a while, which it's starting to now. But the humidity will be so thick that I'll never be able to set foot out of the house ever again. And that's when I was telling you guys, I was turning down transitional housing. You can't go in and out and in and out. Either I'm going to be out or I'm going to be in. I can't go in air conditioning for 6 months and then come back out to this. That would have been, I'd have been coming out right now. You know, right in the middle of the heat wave. Oof, no. It's better to slowly be climatized to it. And I'm surprised I'm doing as good as I have been, but today kind of scared the crap out of me a little bit. Yeah. I miss the fog in the morning up there. That's like, comes up and it's like 6 feet high. We used to play in that. We used to get up super early in the morning just to play in the fog. My father would go out when he was home and they turn on the tractor trailer lights, the headlights, and light up the fog, and we would play like Blind Man's Bluff or like Marco Polo. Hey Kim, what's happening? How you been? I miss that. We get that here. Ow, stop that. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I've been missing everybody's live streams. By the time the sun sets, I'm sitting here at like 8:30, it gets dark. I put on the big fan and I'm out. Next thing you know, I wake up, it's like 1 in the morning. I think it was like 2 weeks ago I put on Matthew's live stream. I think I made it 5 minutes and I woke up and it was over. I haven't seen anybody's. I got on Bruce's when I saw the thing, and I haven't been getting my notifications either. And he was getting off. I was like, damn, I missed that one too. Yeah. We saw the fires are starting again. We just finished that. I woke up. I don't know if you had seen the videos about a month ago. Our whole half of like this island burned down. It must have went like 20 or 30 miles we woke up in the morning, had all the windows open. The whole car was full of smoke. It was right, like, a couple of blocks away. The smoke was, the winds coming off the ocean. You have the ocean, then there's an island, then there's a river, then there's us. So this island was on fire not even 2 miles across the water. I didn't know. It started north. It was burning past me. So in the middle of the night, it was right where we were. You couldn't see down the block from the smoke. I woke up choking. I couldn't breathe. And I'm like, why are my eyes blurry? And Duke's like, and he's bouncing around like a madman trying to stick his head out the window. And I opened, I was like, damn, that's a lot of fog. And then I smelled it. And I said, oh, that's why I can't breathe. And I turned on the news, and yeah, it was the smoke. I had to drive about 20 miles south to get out of the smoke. That's how I ended up at that river the day Duke met. That was the day the Duke met his first dolphin. Duke saw the water for the first time. He's bending over with his little face, looking at the water, checking out the fish, and all of a sudden the dolphin pops his head out and freaks him out. They were nose to nose. Oh, I was laughing. Yeah. So we have no fires. So even if you go to the parks, you can't light the fire. You can't do anything. Oh, good. You guys really, do you get a lot of, like, how do you call it? Like the droughts up there. It's normally pretty humid there with all the forest and the trees, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because it's really a rainforest up there. I had a trailer up along the New York border. It bordered Pennsylvania, the Delaware Water Gap, and New York State. Up on the Appalachian Mountain. It was just it became a rainforest. Just a rainforest up there. A lot of stuff was changing. And we were getting a lot more fog in. Stuff was changing as before we left and came down here. Every day it was like here, every day you got the afternoon rain. Comes every day at 2 o'clock, here come the clouds, here comes the rain. Be back at 4, see you later, you know. Or we get the morning rain, which isn't so bad, but then it makes it humid once the rain stops and the sun comes out. What is wrong with you today? Because all the lights are on. It's night time. It's night. Look outside, it's dark. It's dark outside. The gym they're very crowded. Very crowded. I don't know where it was, but 2 guys got in and watch the 24-hour gyms, ladies. 2 guys got into an argument. They were doing a drug deal in the locker room. Someone shorted the guy on the cash. They got into an argument and they shot each other. Shot each other in the gym, in the locker room. I don't know the name. They didn't say the name of the gym. But, yeah. Be careful in there. Oh. Yeah. I was watching. I was laughing. What did I watch? I watched Matthew's video last night. I'm gonna go up there and smack him in the head. He was complaining it was 66 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna take a picture. I just posted a thing. It was 91 degrees yesterday. At 5:30 in the morning, it never cooled off. That was it. We went from 96 to 91. We're getting a 5-degree difference now. Ow! Stop it. Yeah. And Matthew went to the park. And what was he doing? Oh, he was moving, because you got to keep moving with the sun during the day in the park, because you could be one place, and as the sun moves, now you lose your shade. I have to change 3 different places to park during the day. And I was laughing because he was driving with the sunscreen on, just yanking down the thing, doing this, looking over to get to the next parking space. Everybody does that in the park because nobody wants to take the front windshield one off. The minute you pull that off, it's like opening an oven. Oh my God. Yes, we did. We did it. We had no rain today. It got cloudy at like 4 o'clock instead of 2, so I got all the batteries up to 90%, got the phone charged. As long as I have the sun from at least 12 to 4, I'm good to go. I need 4 straight hours to get these buggers charged, because now everybody's got their own solar panel. I just need the sun. But then it gets cloudy and a storm comes past, and even if it doesn't rain, the clouds are so black, I'm only pulling in 1 watt. I go from 80 watts to 1 watt. That's it. From 2 in the afternoon till sunset. And then about 7:30, the sun will come out, as it does every night. No matter what clouds or what's going on every night here, the rain stops, the clouds disappear from about either 7 or 7:30 at night, and the sun sets at 8:30. It just finally got dark just now, so it's daylight until about 8:45 here. But by then the sun cools off and the angle is down, and you're getting 5 watts in. So I try to top off with what little I can. I park in the back of the parking structures, quick throw the solar panels up and try to get the last hour of sun. Yes, you did. I was just watching them tracking El Nino. I was watching What's-Her-Face too today. Minivan Lee. She's sweating in the woods somewhere. I forget where she is. She's northern. But, oh God, I don't know how these people are out in that desert. Will you stop it? What is the matter with you today? Look what you did. Look, see? Look at this. Look at this. Bad dog. Look at the food. I thought he ate it. He didn't. He's hiding it. Again. Why is he hiding food everywhere? I have to tear everything apart. Yeah, it's toasty. You say that, I feel like burnt toast. Oh. I'm trying to get a little bit of sun. I can't get a lot, but I can get some. Some. Ooh. I gotta get my thing. I didn't unhook it from there, so yeah. I'd like to take a ride, but I'm worried. I was worried, and I'm like, where am I gonna go? To another state, to go to another state park. You know, I mean, it sounds like a good idea, and the road trip is nice. I haven't driven in a long time, except for about 2 weeks ago. I drove 70 miles in one day just because I needed to drive. I'm tired of sitting. But I got a pretty good setup, and I made friends with the policia. And, oh, I know, honey, if I could get back in, I'm afraid I'll overstay my visa and I'll get arrested. Although I can have Canadian citizenship, I thought about taking that one. Richard was going to pay for it, so I could have a dual citizenship and take back my Canadian one in case anything went wrong here. We could go north. At least one of us would be a citizen. But I wasn't sure how that was going to work with my money situation. He said, what if they cut off your health insurance Cause you're Canadian too. I said, I don't know. So we kind of let that one go. He always wanted to go there. I wish we would have. I would have loved to have gotten him there. If I'd have gotten him to Canada, we'd never leave. We'd never leave. I cried all the way home. I cried for what? I cried all the way from Labrador, Newfoundland, all the way to New York, nonstop. My grandmother, we kept pulling over and stopping, like, you know, every day. We took like a week to drive home, and we stopped in all the states in the Northeast, you know. I went to Vermont, New Hampshire, every single one. After Connecticut, and we spent a lot of time in Connecticut. My cousin lives there. She's head of media relations for, what is it, Yale or Harvard? I forget which one's in Connecticut. But yeah, she's the head of that. She's married to a professor. So we started north of Connecticut, and we stopped in every single state up, and then we hit the other ones we missed on the way back. But yeah, I cried all the way home. My grandmother kept calling my mother, will you please get her to stop crying? Why is she crying? She wants to come home? She goes, no, she doesn't want to come home. She wants to stay in Canada. I loved Newfoundland. My family lives in Halifax Harbor, Nova Scotia. No, that's a beautiful place. I love Nova Scotia. Didn't quite like the cities, I didn't like the French cities, sorry. Ow. My grandmother was good. I didn't, by that time, I didn't remember all the French she had taught me. I was leaving it up to Grandma, but I laugh when people go up there. It's like, they don't speak English. It is. I want to see both sides. My father loved British Columbia. That I'd like to see, that side of Canada more. When I'm watching, you know, all the Canadian van life people up there. Oh, it's gorgeous. Those mountains. Yeah, that's right. Please. It's like there's nowhere to get away from anybody, you know? And I was going to go to the free camping place. I found another one that's actually near water. Yeah, I know. I just saw Chrome. I was catching up on videos today. Chrome just ran away from one of the fires. He had to drive another, like, what do you say, 2 hours or 20 miles or something to get out of the smoke. And that's scary up there. I don't like those. We had a couple of small ones with people getting crazy, but not like that. Why the hell did it retract your message? You didn't say anything. Leave Kim alone. She's not saying nothing bad. Stop that. It's like weird things are going on. I was waiting for it to turn off because I played the songs. I'll probably get yelled at later for that one. Send me a message. Stop that. Don't do that no more. Oh no. Oh. But yeah. Oh, okay. She didn't say anything. Leave her alone. It's still busy, right? Yeah. The parking lot is packed. So. Oof. The wind and the thing. And now the wind just died. That's the bad thing, is that we had some nice wind. And now the clouds are gone. I could see the stars. And the wind died. That's why I saved the big fan for at night. So that new battery I got, this guy right here, that lasts for 8 hours. I get 8 straight hours out of that running the fan on 28 watts. I know, I felt bad, right? He just took off. He was all excited, and then the car was giving him that poor van. I got a funny feeling I see a new van coming in his future soon. He's working his way up. He don't want to let it go. You know, I can understand. It's not like he's going to get rid of his van, but it would be nice if he could get something. No, I would die if the air conditioning didn't work. And then that was my other problem, too. Oof. I went through so much money this month. I just filled up again. It's like I'm putting in like $15 every other day. And I'm not running the air a lot, but this van is not your typical minivan. It's not a minivan in any sense of the word. It's like a 495 engine in here, and the air conditioning system, it turns on like it's like a house coming on. But these aren't working, the vents back here, so I only have air up there. So I put this guy over here to blow the air this way into the back of the van, but I can't let this van idle like that, so I gotta drive it while I'm using the air. It's got a little bit of a rough idle, a little bit. It's a giant truck engine in here. It's not a minivan engine. This is like a V8 supercharged turbo. I don't know what the hell this thing is. This guy altered this car so much. But yeah, this is like turning on a tractor trailer or one of those giant pickups that you need a ladder to get into. Has the same engine in it. And it eats up gas, but the eco button, that actually works. Let me tell you, you don't think it, I think that was thunder. You don't think that really does anything? It does. If you got an eco thing on there, it works good. But this thing eats up gas like crazy. I get good gas mileage when I'm not using the air conditioner. I get almost 17 miles to the gallon, which is good. But putting on the air, that cuts that down in half. Down in half. So we're running down. We got 8 days to go and about $30 in cash in a gift card because of the ice. The ice is melting so fast, even in the cooler. I got reflectix inside. I got it covered with all kinds of blankets and everything. It's just piled on top of it, trying to keep that ice cold. And it's lasts about 7 hours. Oh, and then every 2 hours I drain the water, make sure I put all the ice in little separate Ziplocs, and then I dump out the water as it's melting to keep the other ice cold in the ice cold water. So, and I'm only keeping like 2 days worth of food. That's it, you know. I just have the chicken, the roast beef, and a couple of ding-dongs, ring-dings and stuff in there. And that's it. You cannot stock the cooler down here. And that cooler, because of the heat, I can no longer run it on a battery. I would need a 500 watt battery just to run that refrigerator in this heat in the car. What? I had to move it from the front to the back when we redid the front, but the front is coming out very well. I keep my water. I'll show you later because I got everything you see sitting on top. Where everything was. Ugh. But yeah, I have my tray up there. I put all my iced tea. I got my 5-gallon water bottle up there. Ugh. There you go. And then I keep the chair and the umbrella up there. So it looks like I just came back from the beach. And you know what I mean? When you quick look in the car, if the curtains are closed, it looks like you just threw everything in because it just rained and you ran away from the beach. So I'm trying not to keep anything that looks like I'm living in the car up front and keep all that in the back. Also, you know, looky-loos, you know. Getting everything is sliding. Stop it. Hey, knock that off. Okay, who the hell is Bruce? Bruce got a new girlfriend? That's what I was going to ask you, if you've seen his videos. I haven't had time to go back. Hey, Bonnie, what's up? I missed a bunch of Bruce's videos. The last one I saw that he found some girl was broken down on the side of the road, and he couldn't leave her there, so he pulled over to help her because she needed a tow truck, and he emptied out her whole van, her car, into his van. And I thought, what a trusting girl that was. She never, I don't know if he knew her or he met her. Now, it's not the girl he found on the side of the road, right? It's someone else. Do we ever get to see her on camera? Because every time I see, you can hear her, but he never has the camera on her. Is that for a reason? Or you see her from behind in a picture, but I haven't seen her face yet. So she's traveling with him in the van? They shacking up? They shacking up in the van together? Or is this the girl whose car broke down? Oh, damn. All right, I'll go back and watch it. I'll go back. Ow! Stop it. But I thought only in Canada would some girl get in some crazy guy's van and put all her belongings in his van, and he gave her a ride, right? There she is. 6-month visa. Oh, that's cool. I had a friend came from, a friend of mine was dating someone who was working for, I think, what magazine? He was an editor for Vogue magazine, and he came to New York to do some things for one of the fashion shows. These two met, and he just kept extending his visa because he was working there. But was it every 6 months? It was every 6 months or every 9 months he had to go home for, I think it was 5 weeks, and then he could come back again. Or he was going to lose his German citizenship. So he was a nice guy. We used to goof on him when he would get upset with the New York City traffic and so call him the sauerkraut. Oh, he didn't like it in the beginning, but he laughed about it later. It's like, don't be such a sauerkraut. And I was like looking, and it took me like 2 seconds when my friend said it to him to start laughing. Oh. So when he get pissed, he would call them the sauerkraut. So she may have to go home for a couple of weeks and return. Or maybe we could, everybody can pitch in and buy Bruce a plane ticket. Oh, it was nice they all got their cars running. That turtle guy with that school bus is hysterical. I'm trying to catch up on them. We're missing a lot. I didn't have a lot to charge up on stuff, so I had to be very frugal with what I was watching, because I could only charge my laptop once. And as you can see, I'm surprised this is lasting as long as it is. I had to break out the alien tape. Look at it. Yeah. So I stuck the alien tape on it to save the cracks here. Maybe I turn it on. I can see it better. There you go. Oh no, you can't even see it. I couldn't see it when I was watching it, but it's where the home button is. And it went this way, and this way, and this way. It came out like a flower. And it is not covered. So, do you mind? Yoo-hoo. Can you get down? Dookie. Oh, okay. Yeah. So now we take an extra special care. It's only halfway paid off. That's what's upsetting me even more. And the back of the phone, this is barely working. I figure let me try one more time. I'm not supposed to be doing this on it. How big is that? It's getting hot again. The battery, the back of the battery is cracked, and I'm not supposed to be doing live streams and stuff on the phone. The guy's worried about the battery exploding because I woke up in the middle of the night and I went to grab something and I touched my phone and it was on fire. It was on fire and the phone was turned off. So eventually this is kind of gonna be it. I like the Canadian crowd. I like watching the mountains. I miss it so much. But that was my one thing. And Richie and I were thinking we were gonna go on a vacation. We were gonna go on a vacation. And he's like, I'd like to see Canada in the summer. He said, but he was thinking maybe we could go for Christmas, you know. We could wanted to go to that hotel that looks like a castle that they're always in Banff over there. They're always showing. I showed him a picture of that. I saw that place when I was there. We drove from one side of Canada to the other. We drove all over. I was there for like 2 months. My uncle had a farm. They make the hay bales, those giant circles, like the size of a house. Okay, I have to find the picture of me sitting on top of the stack of the square ones. It must have been almost 6 stories high. It took me a while to climb up to the top. My uncle stacked it like a pyramid. Like 500 hay bales. He made it crazy tall for me as a surprise. And we climbed all the way to the top, and there's a picture of me sitting on the very top one, which was cool, climbing up and taking a picture and hanging out up there and then trying to climb back down. Forget about it. I was almost crying when I looked down and saw how high I was. My cousin had to come up and help me down. I was afraid I was going to slip and just roll down the hay bales. I'll look for that picture. Yeah. But he wanted to see it in winter. He said, I know it's freezing. His favorite movie was Cool Runnings with John Candy, where they take the Jamaican bobsled team to Calgary for the Olympics. It was like minus 38 degrees. And they go inside with their suitcases, and they come, as they're walking out, they're like this. They can't put their arms down. They're like little robots, and they're carrying their duffel bags that are empty. They put every piece of clothing they had on to come back out. Stop it. He said, I like to see it once in the winter. So we had been thinking of maybe either taking a cruise where you could get off up there. But my one regret is that I never got him to get there. And he's Mr. Camper. He was Mr. Camper. For a city boy, he loved camping. So I wish he would have gotten to go there. Yeah. I think if I would have gotten him there, we'd have never left. Yeah, ow, what is the matter with you today? Knock it off. You're just not stopping, Cujo. What's the matter? Here, want to get it? We play fetch in the car. I throw it in the dashboard and he comes running back with it. Oh, did it fall? Don't go down there. Here. Psst. Want your bunny? Psst. Dookie. Duke. Duke, Duke, Duke. Ready? 1, 2. Come back. 3. He's learning how to catch stuff too. He wants to catch a frisbee. He's catching stuff, jumping up and catching stuff I throw in midair. I want to get him a little soft frisbee and teach him how to catch a frisbee. But yeah, I miss it horribly. And the people were so nice. You know, it was funny coming from, because at that time I was living with my grandma in New York for a while. My mom had gotten sick, and my dad was overseas for almost 3 years, in the late 70s to the 80s. From 78 to like 1980, my dad was in the Middle East, in Beirut and Lebanon and Iran, rescuing hostages for 3 years. So my grandma took me on the trip while my mom was staying with some friends. That's when she had first gotten cancer, and she didn't tell me right away. I was in high school. She waited until after my senior year to let me know that she was sick too. But yeah, that was nice. It was so nice. And the people were so nice, you know. I wasn't used to that, you know. I was like, what do you want? What do you want? Like all these people going, hey, have a nice day. How's it going? What's up? You know. I was like, it's kind of like Florida with snow. People-wise, you know what I mean? But, yeah. I would like to go back. I miss it. I like Montreal. We got to see Montreal, Quebec, all of Nova Scotia, limited parts of BC, and Labrador, Newfoundland. Oh, was the greatest. I got to see the puffins, the little penguins with the toucan beaks on them. Those are the funniest little birds I've ever seen in my life. And a stag. That was the first time I saw. It was a huge male stag. Those things were enormous. He was the same size as a moose. He looked like he had a big fur rug on his chest. Those big white ones, they are the most beautiful things. If I could have stole a puffin, I would have brought him home. Grandma wouldn't let me. She took me to the beach where they were all hanging out. Oh my God, I was in heaven. I was in heaven. And it's funny that they're in all kinds of different countries too. Hot countries, cold countries, you know what I mean? They're all over the place, those birds. It's funny where I see them pop up in different videos, in different places. I was like, first of all, they don't really fly, or do they swim? They swim like fish, right? If I remember correctly, they're in and out of the water like the penguins are too, right? But I don't remember them flying. No, they were just lazy that day. Ow! Will you stop? And it's only when I'm doing this because he's mad. It's the phone is getting attention. 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 I got you a puffin. You won't know what it is. Is it a toucan? Is it a penguin? You don't know. You don't know. Ow. It's because the lights are on. It's because all the bright lights are on. Once I turn those lights off, it's night time. It's a night. Will you? I'm going to throw all your toys up front, and eventually you're going to find one that I didn't drop down by the gas pedal. 2 of them already went down there. Go. All day, I just throw his rubber bone out the door. I gave him like 30 feet of rope, and I tie him to the handles on the inside of the van. These guys. these things. And then he can just run out the door for about 30 or 40 feet. All right, will you take this? Thank you. He's being a wise guy tonight. You're being a wise guy tonight. Relax. Hey. Will you stop? You see? There goes the guard dog. Look at her. Hey, come here. Get. Dookie. Duke. Hey. What are you yelling at? Sorry. I heard a voice. I was a little close to the car. Someone behind us. Hey, Shannon, what's up? Where you been? Look at him. All right. Hey, get down. Come here. Get down. Over here. At least he listens. He pretty much does what I ask him to do most of the time. I'd say 90% of the time. Then the other 10%, I get the Chihuahua cat thing, right? Yeah. Stop. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I know. And I was going to take him 20 minutes to calm down. 20 minutes to calm down. Ooh, you got the devil eyes tonight. Ooh. You got the devil eyes. You got the devil eyes tonight. Give me a kiss. Relax, buddy. Day. No nips. Don't be nipping. Don't be nipping. But, yeah. If we could just get you to relax, bro. Relax. Chill out. Huh? Huh? What? I know. Raised outside and he still hates everybody. Right? You hate the world. Don't hate on the world, Dookie. Don't be a hater. Come on. He does so good and then he gets crazy for a while and just don't want no one coming near us. I feel bad. I want you to be crazy all day. Here's your teddy bears. Gotta do the teddy bears. Right, you got your little teddy bears. There's your teddy bears. Oh my God, we're sweating. How are you? It's 90 degrees. And it was 90 degrees and 90% humidity today. That was not a good combo at all. That was not a good combo. See, right away, he's passing out. He's exhausted. And then when he gets out of control, we get the wet head. He puts his, I pick this up, he puts his head down, closes his eyes, and I spray him and soak him. So we've been going through a lot of water. And we found all the freebie faucets in the park. I found 2 more. I just got to pull over, open the window, lean out, fill out my jugs. I don't even have to get out of the van. Oh, yeah. Oh, he is a hell of a guard dog. Hell of a guard dog. Sometimes he doesn't sleep at night, and he just sits up. I need him to sleep. But, yeah. He's a crazy little guy. And then once you get to know him, as long as someone comes over and they touch my hand, and they see me touching them, then he's fine. Then he's wagging his tail and peeing himself, trying to get someone to touch him and love him. They're such little hams. They're such a ham, right? Yeah, I know. I keep hearing weird noises again. It's like a Friday night and it's Tuesday. It's kind of a strange day around here, but it's also Taco Tuesday, so everybody went out for margaritas and tacos tonight. But he's a good guard dog. He doesn't let no one come near his mommy. And God forbid you even look at the car. Oh, he's unbelievable. I'm paranoid that I gotta remember to tie him, you know, hook him up to his leash before I open the door. Petrified he's gonna run out at somebody walking past that he don't like. Right? And we're hating on bicycles and the joggers. And the creepier they are, the worse he gets. He gets nasty when some of the yucky people come by. And he won't stop. He'll run all the way to the back of the car, to this window, to any window to see where they are, and it takes him like 10 minutes to where he can. I see him smelling, sticking his face out, smelling for the person, you know? We don't know. 16 weeks, give or take. About 16 weeks till Christmas. I don't know why it does that. It repeats what you say like 50 times, right? Wait, will it go? We go that way. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's a YouTube thing. It was doing it on something that I was saying and somebody else had happened to too. But yeah. How have you been, Shannon? What you been up to? Haven't heard from Raven in a while. What the hell happened to Raven? It's like Raven and Shannon have been among the missing. Right? And he's out like a light. And we're done. As I said, usually a little after 9, which is, I gotta check this really quick. Yeah, we're almost running out. Alright, I figured I was gonna get like 2 hours. And this thing is hot like crazy. But yeah, that's the issue with the phone. I'm gonna have to go back to only live streaming on this. I couldn't get this charged up. This takes twice as long as that does to charge. I know, nobody's getting them. I'm not getting them for the other channels, you know what I mean? Or I get it after, like, I came on at 8 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is. I forgot. I looked at it and I didn't register. 10. Yeah, I'm almost out of time. I was coming on for an hour. I keep feeling the phone to make sure it's not going crazy. There's a couple of the Geek Squad guys told me that they're worried about the battery exploding. I got a, it was like one of those nuclear bomb radiation things going, and the phone went nuts at like 3 in the morning, and I looked over, and it was on. And when I opened it, a big triangle was up there, and it said, please disconnect the battery, blah, 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 blah. Like, any minute the battery was going to explode, so I quick hit the power button, and I turned it off, and I didn't use it, and I went to the store to go talk to the guy, and he's like, yeah, the battery's going. It's because it's cracked. It's not functioning right, and that's it. I'm sorry. So he told me to be very careful, don't plug it in and fall asleep with it charging. He said, don't leave it in the car. He said, don't leave this phone unattended anywhere anymore. I was like, okay, so one day it's just not going to turn on again. So I try not to. He said, don't leave it plugged in for like an hour charging. Charge it for a half hour and then unplug it. And then wait a couple of hours. and then charge it again, leave it on just enough for you to be able to make a phone call. I was like, this is ridiculous. That was the, oh, I forgot the name. It's like one of those emergency med places for your phone, your electronics. Like when you break it and you run in, it's a repair place. Then I went to another guy and another guy and another guy. I got 3 opinions on the phone. That wasn't AT&T. I went to a bunch of computer geek guys that fix this stuff and the cracks and things. And all of them told me, like, that's it. It's done. I tried. I didn't know what's happening. But every once in a while, sometimes what you're saying repeats like 900 times. It's done it to me. It's happened to me on other people's channels. I don't even know how that happens. But he's been on before, Jordan. But I thought he was leaving before. Or that was... No. Stop it. We almost booted Kim by accident. But sometimes it gets stuck. Let me see. What is today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe let's try Saturday. Saturday night, 9 o'clock. How's that? Everybody's pulling in and out. And then I'll do it on the laptop. We're supposed to not have any rain for a few days over here, but it's just the clouds are giving me grief. Now in the winter, even though it was cloudy, I was still pulling in 40 out of 80 watts. But in the summer, there's so much water in the clouds, they're too thick. The sun can't get, I'm getting nothing. 10 watts. The minute, what was it, Father's Day weekend, that was it. That was the last time in what was it? Yeah, the middle of June, I started losing the sun. And I was like, all winter, I'm bragging, I'm still getting 50 watts in a cloudy day. And now I'm not, and I realize it's water. The clouds are too thick and heavy to let any sun through. Because even the new little panel, it is still, I been getting almost 50 out of the 60 watts on the little guy. And normally I get about 40 watts. So it's enough to charge the phone. Oh, here we go again. He just sticks his head right out the window. Don't start. He's got a cute little butt. Little butt cheeks. He's got little dimples in his butt. Beep, beep. He's all muscles. They're very cute. Little piggy tails. They're little piggy tails. So leave my ass alone, lady. He's in good shape. He's putting on a lot of weight. Look how big he is. He was only that big before. He was so tiny. But now you're just a big loudmouth. Duke's on patrol. You on the night patrol, Dookie? Dookies? Dookie? You on night patrol? You on the night patrol? He don't sleep sometimes. You don't sleep sometimes. Tell him. Tell him. I get up, I'm checking windows, I'm checking doors. Then he comes back and he goes to bed. Right? And then sometimes out these back windows, they just pop out a little bit. The windows only open like that much. He's got his whole face like this. Just sticking his nose out, screaming at people walking past the back. I'm gonna put a little sign on the window. Sorry, Chihuahua on board. Forgive me. Guy's a wacko. You're crazy. It's like a cat and a dog mixed into one. Especially the personality. What? And then you can be stubborn like a cat. Right? And I'm just glad he's healthy. I was worried that something was going to be wrong with Duke, you know. And I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. He's a good little guy. But I really was hoping, you know. I was thinking of going by the fire department. See if a nice fireman. He needs a man to rough him up. You know, he's got a lot of energy for a boy. He's a boy dog. He needs a daddy, not a mommy. You need a daddy and not a mommy who can play rough. You know, he likes a rough house and yeah, I know. You only get, because I was there in August and we went, no, we left in August, and I was mad because we were coming home. My mom said I could be late for school. You know, she told, look, it's a once-in-a-lifetime trip. What the hell is she gonna miss the first 2 weeks of school? So we took, oh, yeah, we're about to get thrown off again. The phone's getting hot. But yeah, it was like August 15th, and my grandma was like, okay, we can go in the ocean now. We can go swimming. I said, what do you mean? She goes, the water doesn't warm up until August. It's still cold in July. I was freezing in those mountain streams. Oh, my uncle has a huge, huge property up there with the hay bale farm, you know. They all cowboys up there. Cowboys down here and cowboys up there. The whole family wearing cowboy hats. The funniest thing ever. I always forget how big the rodeos and stuff are up there, you know. It's itching. But I miss it. But yeah, I know. You guys will be back to freezing again come September, right? It was cooling off a lot as we were leaving. And here they're coming home for a landing. Here come the B-52s. Right, they're in for a landing. They're in for a landing. See, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to wear you out. Especially with all the lights on. But once I turn the lights on, he goes right back to bed. But yeah, I would have liked to make one last trip. I saw Matthew was saying about Matthew sweating to death up there. I was like, dude, you're complaining, and it's like 80. I woke up, it was 90. It was like 95 by 10 o'clock. It was 100 degrees, and it wasn't even lunchtime. I was like, I'm gonna come up there and choke you. Stop bitching. But I laughed. He was having the same day I was having down. Just whatever happened up there with him, I was laughing. I said, see, this is why I'm not video. What am I going to videotape? Sweating and moving from spot to spot. I know I've been bad. I'm sorry. Just horrible hot. Horrible hot. And there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. You bad boy. You bad boy. You bad boy. And it's hell too hot in the summer. He saves all that for later, lately, and he never did this before. He's changing a lot in this last month. Now he's 9 months old. He's coming up on a year, bro. Soon, right? Thanksgiving, your birthday's on Thanksgiving. Black Friday, Dookie's birthday, Black Friday weekend, right? Soon you're gonna have to go get your shots, bro. You ain't gonna like that. You don't like me clipping your nails. They're fighting with me now all the time. I don't know how, if I take them in, somebody else is going to do. He's going to bite somebody. No, it's me. I heard a funny noise. Ever since that guy came to the... Hey! That's my nail! That's my fingernail. It stays on. Ever since the guy came up during the live stream that night, now I'm jumpy. We're jumping. We're jumping. But we're in a good space. We're in a good space. A lot of big guys and big trucks over here. That's why I like to sleep. That's why we like to sleep at the gym. Look at all those big dudes in there working out all night. A lot of the college kids, a lot of the football teams come in here, you know. You get it like about 1 in the morning, you got like 20-year-olds in there. It's like half the football team comes in here in the middle of the night. They got a boom box. They're in there jamming out to music and stuff. So I never minded going in late at night. I would actually wait for them at night to show up and then walk in behind them. Right? Right. Nice, polite young gentleman. Most of the football players and most of the athletes down here, kids, are very polite. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. So let's figure Saturday night. We'll do it at 9 o'clock. Maybe I can catch a live stream or two of somebody else's. I keep missing them all. Because like you, I'm not getting the notifications until after it's already halfway over. I came on to Bruce, it was like, hey, what's up? And it was like, good night, everybody. And I was like, no! I missed it again. What the hell's going on, YouTube? But yeah, I'll catch up. I want to go back and watch the other one, check out the girlfriend. But check out the gal pal. It's nice he found someone to at least spend, some time with. I feel bad for Bruce, That poor guy. I'm glad he got his van, got all that fixed. Been learning a lot on fixing these engines. I need to get up to Canada to have what's his face, Lilo, Chrome's guy. I have to go to Chrome's shop, have them figure out what's wrong with this van. So what the hell is the burning smell? What is the burning smell? He's like 30, right? 30 years old. He looks so young. The minute I saw the shave and the haircut, I said, uh-oh, he found someone cute. Oh, Lauren, okay. And I saw in the one video he shaved and he got the haircut, and I was like, something's up. Men don't shave and cut their hair unless it's for a woman. And he was too clean looking. He had on a shirt and a thing, and I was like, wait, who is he talking to? And I was like, oh, I missed it. So maybe while I got some electricity for the next couple of days, I can catch up on some old videos and find out what the hell's going on. It's like a soap opera up there. But yeah, if I could get there, I'd stay there. I would. I thought about it last summer. Just take time. 1 month at a time, get a little closer, I could never make the trip all at once. I just have to do it month by month with my money, I run out of gas, we're staying in Vermont for a couple of weeks till the 1st, He's such a nice person, He does so much for all those people, and, he's a good man. He's a good man. Real good person. I don't think there's an ounce to shit, but I tell you, people like that don't piss us off. Don't piss off the good guys. You don't want to see that side. But yeah, it's nice. I felt bad when that girl left. That went back to Newfoundland. Oh, I lost her name, and I haven't seen her for a while. Somehow she got knocked off my algorithm. I like watching some of her cooking. He does. That whole little group, that whole nice group of people, you know, they're very lucky. I'll tell you right now that group is very lucky to have each other. And then Grandma Ruth, you know, I saw Matthew was helping her. Everybody helps Grandma Ruth. I miss Amber. This sucks. I think Amber just doesn't want to deal with YouTube. She was taking a lot of heat. You know, people were saying a lot of very inappropriate things to her about Matthew. They were getting gross after a while, you know. But I'm glad they still get to hang out and see each other, you know. I miss her. And after a while, you just don't even want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? And it sucks because we love you guys hanging out and talking, and you know what I mean? It just, I could see her point of view. You know what I mean? I could see her point of view. But I would love to go up and meet Amber. She's my kind of girl. True Canadian girl. I always felt like I didn't fit in a lot of times, especially when we moved to the city. Right across from New York all those years. I always felt out of place, you know? I never know how to hang out with all the city kids. With my marine mouth, you know? They would just turn and look like, can't believe you just said that. It's like, sorry. Sorry. But yeah, I miss Amber. She looks happy though, you know, she got a job, she got some money. It was just, after a while, this van life thing, especially for a woman, you know, let's be truthful, ladies. Van life is not easy for women at all, and it just revolves around our toilet habits and other things, you know what I mean? I don't know how they deal with that. Thank God mine is done. Thank God. I thank God every day it disappeared. I've had a nice 10 years. I lost mine when I was 45. That was the best day of my life. Well, the next month was, anyway. And then the one after, and the one after. It took me 6 months to realize it wasn't coming back. I think it was that Christmas I had a big party. Richard was never so happy in his life. He said, I didn't think I'd live to see the day. He was ecstatic. He was ecstatic. So at least he got one wish before he passed. He missed the teeth falling out thing. That's another man thing. He said he didn't care that my teeth, you know, were falling out from all the chemo. And he said he'd never be happier in his life. He said, honey, I love you, gums and all. He said, I'll be even happier when they're all gone. I was thinking about him a lot the last couple of days. It's been hard. I missed him a lot. A lot. And some days get worse than others, and I don't even know why. It just popped, and I haven't dreamt about him in a long time. And then, and then I had a couple of dreams in 1 week about him, and it's been getting to me lately. Yeah, keep a lot of ice packs. I was living with my head in the freezer. I swear to God. Every time he came home, I was in the refrigerator, me and the cat, hiding in the fridge. 3 years. 3 years this year, November 1st. And I lost my mom and Taylor on November 16th. November is just a god-awful month for me. God-awful month. Yeah, right? It's a car. Oh no, it's a motorcycle. We don't like those either. It's a big bicycle. Yeah, the growling. The growling begins. There's nobody there. They went to the Mac machine. Leave him alone. There he goes. Sometimes he just takes off like a madman. He gets a smell and then goes nuts. Oh, thanks, Kim. Oh. And we're out the window. All right, come on. Hey, don't be a wise guy. Dookie. Hey, I'll shoot you in the ass with some... Hey, hey, get down. Get down. I shoot him in the ass with the water. Yeah. He, it was kind of like a race to see which one of us was going to go first. Richard had bad diabetes in his family, but they had a horrible heart condition. No one in his family, except for one person, it was his great uncle, actually lived to make it to 65 and collect Social Security. Everybody in his family dies before the age of 60. His mother, Richard, he died 2 weeks after his 55th birthday. 54th. 54th birthday. His mother died, she was 56. So, I was hoping one of us would make it to 60. But, yeah. We used to like the, plus he worked with chemicals. He made fur coats for a living. And he worked with a lot of chemicals. So, he said between one or both of us about to get cancer, and my family with a bad heart, he said, I don't know which one of us is going to go first, but I never expected. Right? I really thought he was in such good shape. He was such an athlete. He's played football his whole life, and he was always fit, always in shape, always, even when he got overweight, when the diabetes started kicking in for a while, he was go. He was walking around with an extra 50 pounds on him. He blew up for a while, and it never slowed him down. He said, I'm used to wearing all that football gear on all day long. He made fur coats for a living. He was a furrier. That guy was 21 years old, making 80 grand a year. And he never got to collect the Social Security. He was going to be pulling in over $2,500 a month. So from the late 80s, about, I'd say 86, 87, we were about a year out of high school when he got the job. And then before that, he used to make watertight doors for the military, for the cruise ships, the watertight sealed doors. And he used to make jail cells. They used to build the walls, the bar walls, and then they assemble them in the prisons. But yeah, 9/11 knocked out his thing. Vanguard, he lost $250,000 of his retirement money. He put every dime away. Every single penny he put away, because he had 2 kids. So he was putting money away for them, money away from himself, trying to build that up and making... Could you imagine being 22 years old and making $100,000 a year? How that man never lost his mind, I don't know. He was a good boy. He put his money away. Didn't drive big flashy cars either. He had little tiny, like a Buick, and what was he running around? GMC, a Jimmy, the pickup. He never bought crazy expensive, never wasted his money. Not on clothes, not on nothing. Nothing. He packed all that money away. And after 9/11 with the NAFTA thing, his company used it as an excuse to go out of business. The owner sold his company to his nephew. 6 months after 9/11, they tried reopening, and what they did was the original company went out of business. He sold it to his nephew and reopened under another name, still keeping everyone on in the family was still on the committee. Nothing changed, just the owner had to. Retirement gone, 401k, Vanguard, and I forget the name of the other place that held most of his retirement, because he had retirement and a pension. They had profit sharing. He would walk away with over $20,000 in cash for the month of August. That was their profit sharing. They got like 10% of what the company made, split by 6 guys. And he was making a fortune. It was gone. Just gone. Because the company went bankrupt, they stole all their money. I don't know if anybody knew that. After all those companies closed down because of NAFTA with 9/11, they stole billions of retirement money. And there was nothing they could do. Nothing they could do. And imagine having to go back to work and work for the same people who stole your money. Look that guy in the eye every day. Animals. They were animals. In 08. 1, 2, 3. No, he was out of work by 2003. By 2003. When we left in 2015, he went from making 80 grand a year to making 12. When they came back, they slashed the prices. Instead of getting $100 a skin, and I'm not kidding you, $3. $3 instead of $100 per skin. He brought home that first paycheck, he was crying. He was inconsolable. He didn't know what he was going to do. He owed child support on 2 children. That was a lot of money. 2 kids. And his whole paycheck, he was living on $60 a week after the child support out of his paycheck. I was making more money than he was a month. It was disgusting. It was awful. It was awful. We were shut down for over 9 months. Nothing was open, not until we could clear the pit and the smoke stopped burning. You couldn't go back to work in New York. Oh, and now I see they have a commercial now where they're paying anybody who lived in New York City. They're listing all the cancers. I have all those cancers except for 2, if you see that commercial. I don't have prostate, and we're still riding the line on the colon cancer, which we're pretty sure I have. So, which I ain't going for that one. I could care less. I don't need to know that for definite. We're almost 100% on that one because of the symptoms. But yeah, now they're going to start paying people who live there. After giving me such a hard time with Tunnel to Towers being a pain in the ass, now they're just going to pay out everybody who lived there. It's nice now my friend is dead, since that died the day my mom did. Girl I went to high school with, one of my best friends in the whole world, and she was like a sister. My mother loved her. We almost had her come and live with us because of some horribleness going on in her house. My mom wanted to take her in, and the 2 of them died 4 hours apart from the same breast cancer. And all she did was live down the block from us. Lived down the block, and she didn't find out until she was 4 months pregnant with twins. She had no idea. And her mother-in-law died 2 weeks before her and my mom did. We had, my friend lost his wife and his mother in a span of 14 days. That was unbelievable. Just totally unbelievable what was happening. Yeah. 11 children in my town died of leukemia. They blamed it on the Lincoln Tunnel, so the insurance stopped paying, and they said it wasn't. And then when the list came out that Hillary put out that only had 7 toxic chemicals on it, not 157, the insurance company stopped paying for the kids' chemotherapy and blamed it on the parents. They all died. We had fundraiser after fundraiser after carnival, just everybody just pouring money at these people, trying to pay for 11 kids chemotherapy in all ages from 5 to 18. I think the oldest was 18, right? Yeah. But the base age of the children were between 5 and 11. That was horrible. That was horrible. They don't see, yeah, they could care less. They could care less. They stole everybody's money, letting everybody die. It's just, it's madness. And now I was talking with someone. There's 3 kinds of medicine that we use specifically for the combination of infections in our lungs that are not curable. We have an uncurable pneumonia that never goes away. They confiscated those during COVID. They still have not released them to us yet because of the RSV virus that kids are getting from being in school. That's got to be a BS story, because we had a lot of Legionnaire's disease going on, and I think they're covering up the fact that these kids are getting Legionnaire's disease and that the schools aren't cleaning out the old 200-year-old schools. You know, even if the school's only 40 years old, you got to clean out those vent systems, and they never do it. So because of that RSV chest virus for children, they took away 3 kinds of antibiotics for us. I haven't been able to get them filled. Can't get them filled, and I still can't get them now because they're hoarding them for children. So that's annoying. That's annoying because they actually work. You know, I'd be a little bit better off in the lung area if I could have that medicine, but my doctor tried to write it out again, and he got in trouble. He got in trouble. I went to Walgreens. He said, no, you can't do this. And I think the Walgreens turned in my doctor for trying to write me the prescription. I was like, dude, I'm dying. So terminally ill people still can't get the medication. It's for the children. Well, start cleaning out the schools. And it's funny because the kids aren't getting it from their house. They're getting sick in school. So it's something in the school that's giving them this virus. It's a weird pneumonia, bronchitis combination that they're getting. And a lot of them die from it. And they never really get over it. It causes a lot of scarring in the lungs. And the only thing that will help them is this medication. And they completely took it away from cancer patients. We are not allowed to have it. And the only ones who really use that are first responders, the firemen and army, because of the lung cancer. I couldn't believe when he tried to write it out and got yelled at again. This was just a couple of months ago. He said, it has to be released already. The kids aren't in school. Let's try now. Nope. Nope. He's tried everything. And Walgreens refuses to fill the prescriptions, says they're not allowed. You have to be under the age of 18 to have a prescription like that filled now. So maybe one day we'll get them back, hopefully. Maybe after January. I'm hoping. I plan on writing some letters asking about that, if there'd be a way that we could get it at least from another country, just for the first responders and the guys that work with the rocket fuel in the Army and the jet fuel, and the guys who work at NASA who make the rocket fuel, because we all got the same contaminations, mix of chemicals. So it's the only thing that really works on us, and we're getting, the thing's getting duller. But yeah, We will. Got another 8 weeks. I figure around the end of September, it shouldn't be so bad. As long as it's not like last year where it was 100 degrees at Thanksgiving. That was rough. That was rough. But hopefully, things will be back to normal soon. So, I think we're done with the excitement for the week on the news. Hopefully it's to be a quieter week, right? Everybody can just chill out and calm down. Maybe we can have a nice relaxing week. Right, Dookie boys? Yeah, every time I turn this off, I gotta turn it back on. It's like you feel cold for a few minutes, and then you turn it off. And then you can't breathe. So, my new best friend and my fan. And I can't see shit here today, sorry. We'll have better lighting next time. So, this is gonna... Yeah, I'm almost done. I didn't think so. I was shooting for an hour. We did 2.5. There we go. We made it without the phone bursting in the flames. The next one will be on the iPad. I'm not going to do this again. I had to get on and say hey to everybody. There's been too much shit going on. I couldn't take it anymore. So let's shoot for Saturday at 9 o'clock. Okay? I'm going to charge the phone. I'm not going to use it. And so that's what I was doing the last 2 weeks. I only had it on 30% charge. I was afraid to charge it 100%. He told me to be careful overheating the battery. So it takes me 4 days to get the phone from 0 to 100 because I can't charge it all at once. I can only do a couple hours each day so I don't overheat the phone. It got so hot, it stuck to my hand. And it's turning itself on and off still. Someone's still scrolling through the phone from the AT&T hack. We got a notice. Nine o'clock? I know a lot of people are that way. So I don't even know what is it, like 6 o'clock where you are? Let's shoot for a later one so we can catch the East Coast crowd. Because I got a lot of people who were 2 hours and 4 hours ahead. So let's shoot for 9 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday. Sound good to everybody? Only 4 days to charge the phone. In sunny Florida, right? In the Sunshine State, I can't get solar to work. Oh, okay. All right, that's good. It used to bug me out that my grandmother was at like an hour and 10 minutes ahead of us in Nova Scotia. And Richie's like, yeah, but isn't it like directly above Manhattan? If you look on the line, Manhattan's not an hour ahead of us. So why is Nova Scotia an hour and a half ahead? I was like, I don't know. It's Canada. What do you want? So, yeah, we'll see everybody 9 o'clock Saturday night. All right, love you guys. Stay good. Fingers crossed. Heads up. Look out. And check out the playlist. I've been saving a lot of cool stuff you might not see. A lot of people have been sending me some things. Oh, thank you, honey. I love you guys. And I showed you I got your crystal right next to my bed. Right here. Right here. I got your crystal right by me, keeping me safe. Alright, I love you guys. See you, Kim. Maybe I'll see you Friday night on Matthews. Or Bruce's. I'll catch you guys later. Say goodnight, Dookie Lau. Dookie. Ooh. You give me kisses? Oh, now you're being good. Oh, you're being a good boy now. You're being a good boy now. We're going to turn the lights out and go to bed. Alright, good night, everybody. I'll see you Saturday, 9 o'clock, okay? Bye, everybody. Goodbye, Doogie. Goodbye. Let's say goodbye. 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 Alright, I'll see you later, guys. See you Saturday. Bye. I don't even know how to do this. I will, Dabsy. Good to see you. I'm behind on my comments and everything because I haven't had the phone. I'm sorry. I'll catch up on everyone's comments too. All right. I don't even know how to turn it. Oh, I see it. They keep changing the format. And I'm not updating anything anymore. Screw the updates. Leave them. I'll see you guys later. Bye.